Fort Mountain State Park in Chatsworth, Georgia is set to have one of the most beautiful views around. Unfortunately, at 2,800 feet, from time to time you find yourself in a cloud, but don't worry while you're waiting for the sun to break through. There are plenty of other things to explore, including the history. That's alone a reason to come here. You can learn about the Cherokee Indians, the CCC, and the legend of the Moon-Eyed People.
A lot of the features were built in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps. They dammed one of the springs to create a 17-acre lake. They also built some picnic shelters, campsites, cottages. Those campsites still exist today in a different form.
Hikers, mountain bikers, and horseback riders will find some of the most beautiful trails in Georgia winding through these hardwood forests. Around every turn, there seems to be some sort of surprising element to enjoy, be it natural or man-made.
The Civilian Conservation Corps built a fire tower on the summit in 1935. In 1971, the top of the tower actually burned down, and it kind of remained in that condition until about 2015, when the Department of Natural Resources took on a project to restore the tower.
A lot of the trails here seem to have their fair share of rocky terrain, but it is in fact the rocks that gave this place state protection. Fort Mountain State Park was actually designed to preserve this mysterious 855-foot long rock wall. No one knows exactly the reason behind its existence. Some say Native Americans built it for protection against invaders. Others suggest it was some sort of temple or housing for a mysterious group known as the Moon-Eyed People.
The legend says that the Moon-Eyed People were fair-skinned, had blonde hair, blue eyes. Some of the accounts say that they couldn't see well during the day, so maybe they're more nocturnal.
There are 18th century books written describing these Moon-Eyed People. It was said eventually that the Native Americans forced them either west or underground in various other parts of the Appalachian region. But where did they come from?
There's even a legend of a Welsh prince in the 12th century who was said to come up to Mobile, Alabama, and make his way up the Mississippi and possibly coming into the Appalachian Mountains, and he was never heard from again. But maybe that would connect the Moon-Eyed People to the story, where maybe we call, a European appearance more so than we know the Cherokee or Creek people would appear.
Shrouded by cloud or mystery, Fort Mountain is a great destination for hiking and history lessons alike.
It's almost like there's a historic site located within the state park, because you have the history of the CCC in the park, you have the ancient stone wall here, and then on top of that you have all the recreation amenities, and just enjoy it for, days at a time.
Let's go back to the bear.
Yeah, that was...
What did you do? Did you just say shoo?
I said, no, go away, bear. Hold on, I need to get video. Actually, before anybody says anything, I was we have zooms on our camera. I was a respectful distance away from it, and I did have a wildlife guy next to me, so we were okay. But yeah, it was a little like, but it was cool. But here's the thing, Lori, if that's the Moon-Eyed People, which is blonde hair, blue eye, that's just one more indicator. Columbus was hands down not the first person to discover America. I mean, this guy was there in the 1200s, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, very interesting stuff down there. So,
all right, John, thank you for that.